Hello, I'm Rebecca Marlene, and I am standing here in my living room waiting to be finished recording this thing. I don't know how long it is supposed to be, so I am just still talking. So the first lighting situation was the daytime indoor lighting. And with that, I chose to go in front of my window at the front of my house. There's this really, really big window, and I decided that was a really good way to use that kind of light and help brighten the scene indoors, because a lot of indoor lighting, as I found, can give a bit of a yellow glare. So I wanted to kind of brighten it up a bit, and so I put the window in the background, and then I also had additional indoor lighting in the room to kind of help even brighten it up even more, so you were able to see more. For that, since the light was face on, it was minimal shadows. I didn't really have any shadows on my face, which was nice. Well, the scene looked good. I would say with the indoor lighting, I also had the natural kind of lighting from the outside, which helped the scene look even better and kind of minimize the amount of shadows and brighten up the face really well with the additional just regular light bulbs. I had one that was fluorescent, so those kind of really helped to brighten up the face, which is important during filming. And so I was able to see my eyes and all of my expressions very clearly, which was important to the photo, and I think it kind of gave a more positive and awake mood because of how much light was in the photo and how bright it did look. Okay, hello, my name is Rebecca, and I'm standing outside of my backyard with my dogs behind me, and I'm seeing the natural light and how it works in my best interest. The second lighting situation that I did was the daytime outdoor lighting, which was very different to the indoor lighting because since you don't know which way the sun's coming, you kind of have to take that into mind while you're doing the filming. So I had to switch around a couple times to kind of figure out where I found the light was coming from most and hitting me nicely on my face. So my face was not shadowy because the light is coming from above. It kind of can create shadows under your eyes like it does in nighttime lighting and just housing lighting. Overall, I feel like natural lighting outdoors for the daytime can brighten up a photo a lot because it is kind of a more blue toned light, especially because it was snowing today. There was a lot of brightness because of the sun reflecting off the snow, so it really brought openness to the picture and kind of a more awake vibe, just like the indoor natural light. So yeah, I was able to see my eyes, and I didn't have a lot of shadows. The shadows I did have could have been like under my eyes a bit, but I fixed that up with switching around where I was filming.
Hi, my name's Sam Nelson. I just went to Eastside Mario's. The server is really drunk, but I still tipped him $4 because I'm a very generous, wealthy, not wealthy man. Rebecca Marlene Thornton is waving at me.
So the third video lighting option I did was the nighttime indoors lighting. So nighttime indoors lighting was a little bit more difficult. It's what I'm in right now, and I found that the hardest part is all of the video kind of has more of a yellow tone to it because of the light bulbs that we use in my house. They are just the regular light bulbs. They're not fluorescent or anything in the majority of them. So that can kind of give a yellow tone to the video, which makes it look a little warmer. I feel like it affects kind of the clarity of it. It doesn't look as bright. It looks a little obviously more yellow. And also you have a really big issue with shadows. So shadows under my eyes and kind of under my nose. The eyes always look dark and stuff like that. So you really have to either get a better angle, or for this I made Sam and me back up a little bit more, so then you're able to kind of get a different angle of the light. You are able to see the eyes once you get the right angle, but it is a little more difficult to figure that out.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a very serious game where two teams of 5 people defend and attack a bomb site. The CTs have to defend the site counter-terrorists, and the Ts, terrorists, have to attack the site.
So outdoor lighting at night was what I thought was probably one of the hardest ones because you really have to find a light source that's going to be able to brighten up the person you're filming's face, which can be a little bit hard when there's not that many lights at night, and the lights outside generally are from right above, like street lamps are generally right above you, so that kind of can cast a shadow down on your eyes. I found that. So I kind of switched it up. I actually used a porch light, which was really, really helpful. Obviously, not always you can do this, but any light that kind of shines a little bit like farther down, a little bit closer to your face is helpful because it helps eliminate those shadows. I also kind of had to change up the angle a bit so then you were able to see the eyes and the face and the emotions. I found it really does kind of bring your focus into the face and the person talking because the background is so dark, so you're really able to focus in on who's talking and what they're saying. But it is definitely more difficult